Mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the combination. Boy, know we undefeated. What you heard, let's you heard. We eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad. Pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab. Pay what it cost for the tail, extra with the band. Young Cruz a king band.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. They start on the ground here at Sanders. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. A big play there for Philly. 57 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And now the Raven defense is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Sanders. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Here's Hurts to throw. Touchdown! Grant Calcaterra from a yard out. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
A lot of times when you take a tight end in later rounds, you're doing it with a little bit of hope, some potential. But not so with this guy. They believe he can really make an impact in the red zone, and he definitely makes good on that faith right there.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Ravens nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action. Now Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack. Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And the next-gen stat's going to show that sack carried out in just 2.5 seconds from beginning to end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Jackson on first down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Dobbins, touchdown, Baltimore. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Eagles.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And some room to maneuver. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half. There he goes, left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Ravens 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's got some space here. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Tucker with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here, a back and forth first half. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators are probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Right back to Sanders on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. 20, 10, 5. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. Only a yard on the completion in second and goal. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
Second down and goal. Hurts. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
Devin Duvernay on the return. The Ravens take over the first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe they inspire your defense to help out as well.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Another run here with Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. And now Jackson will look to throw it.
Oh, into a sea of defenders, and intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Hurts will throw.
Pass incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Ravens take over the first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Ravens 28.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready? 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Another run here with Sanders. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Play action. Here's Hurts. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, 58 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Ravens take over a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
107 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He was brought down by James Bradbury.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Report!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Ready?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
145 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Let's go now.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
They go play action with Hurts.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the right hash here, should be, and it's a fake. He's going to throw it, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
That's insane.
And a big
they
loss
can't
here
catch
as
him.
he's taken down. Adafe Owe. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. That one looks like he'll throw here. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.